Elon Musk recently said, quote, AI and robots will replace all jobs. Working will be optional, end quote. If AI and robotics eliminate millions of jobs and create massive unemployment, how will people survive if they have no income?
I enjoy reading books written decades or centuries ago and seeing that we are still arguing about the same issues today. The claim that labor-saving machinery makes the average citizen poorer by eliminating their jobs is older than the Industrial Revolution. Frederick Bastiat points out that these arguments were made in 1850, summarizing these claims by stating, "A curse on machines. Every year their increasing power relegates millions of workmen to pauperism by depriving them of work, and therefore of wages and bread." 175 years later, we have more labor-saving technology and yet have more jobs in abundance than in Bastiat's day. Walter E. Williams writes that the reason we are wealthier today than they were in Bastiat's day is because of the greater use of labor-saving technology, writing that our higher standard of living is a result of capital being used to replace labor, thereby freeing up that labor to undertake other tasks. Today, people argue that automation in the form of artificial intelligence poses a unique problem. Machines still need to be operated by a human, but AI can think and do everything a man can do or better, which will finally bring about the unemployment apocalypse. Again, these same arguments about automation were made decades ago. For example, Henry Hazlitt writes that in the early 1960s, automation was discussed as if it were something entirely new in the world. It was, in fact, merely a new name for continued technological advance and further progress in labor-saving equipment. Williams argues that the reason the feared outcomes of automation don't come to fruition on a large scale is that people assume there is a fixed number of jobs and there will be no use for the labor that has been replaced. Human needs, however, are insatiable and there will always be use for labor to satisfy those needs. Saifedean Ammous argues that no matter how much abundance we have in our society, humans can always imagine better alternatives and will work to achieve them. He writes that so long as humans are alive and need to decide what to do with their time, the economic problem exists and humans attempt to solve it by working. There will never be complete satisfaction because human reason will always foresee a better possibility and work toward it.